officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
First and 10, it's Lindsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 46-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 14. Packers nothing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To A.J. Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 18-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Lindsey. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 16, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that takes us from second to third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 33-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set to kick off.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Darnold down to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Chubb again, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
4 brings up 3rd and 3.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
At the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. They'll run with Lindsey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 24. Packers nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together. Now, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
30, Philip Lindsay.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Another run by Lindsey. All the way down inside the 5.
This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Myers set to
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Complete to number
A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Packers 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again with Lindsey. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's tackled it.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They go with Chubb on second down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A quick toss out right. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 38. Packers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
An 8-yard.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st down, Lindsey. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
tonight's final score.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Minnesota, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.